Hey guys, it is March 3rd, 2020, 4:53 p.m. Today was a wild day. I'm going to begin off this video by showing you my portfolio, and here it is. It went up $1,000 today, just in one day, and then 10 minutes later, freaking crazy stuff. It went up another like $500. This is the screenshot I shot. I don't remember the exact number, but it's around 1,500. So it went up like $1,500 today, and that's when the market rallied, right? And I sold a lot of the stuff that are not related to gold, mining, or silver. Unfortunately, I just do not believe the other markets will survive, especially because I had some of the oil exposure. I'm just like, nope, I am not playing this game because I think oil is going to pretty much go down, and a lot of people like to use the word soft and whatever. You know, whatever they want to call it, but I'm very direct. If I think it's gonna go down, it's gonna go down, right? I'm not gonna say, well, that's what I think. I mean, who am I, right? How do I know? But obviously, for myself, and I'm not dumb enough to do this for myself, I am not gonna stick along for the ride because, as I know, the coronavirus, right, the COVID-19, the thing is, it is halting the economy. That's just it, right? Because cities are locked down. People don't want to go out. People don't want to spend. Even if they want to spend, they will spend online, right? So it is very, very bad for oil. That's what I think. Even OPEC is like, they are making like emergency cuts or something, but I just don't believe it. But anyways, my stocks went up, not because of, normal market activity. It went up because, well, actually, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna take that back. It went up because today the Fed made an emergency. Yes, emergency. So you gotta keep that word in mind. It's not that it made a rate cut. A lot of people think, oh, we just made a rate cut. No, it made an emergency rate cut. So what happened there was that today, they're not supposed to do anything. But they came out and they cut the thing by 50 basis points, right? So it was like, damn. So even Jim Cramer, I was watching him on CNBC. He's a bit nervous. He's like, he's a really bullish type of guy, right? On the U.S. stock market and everything, on the stock market in general. And, it is like, if he's not bullish, well, he's trying to be bullish. That's what he's trying to say. He's pretty much like, I'm trying to be bullish, but because you cut 50 basis points, I don't know if I should be bullish, and I'm a bit nervous and I'm a bit fearful and stuff like that because maybe you know something that I don't know, right? So basically, in a nutshell, I just sold most of the things that are not related to gold stocks, gold mining, silver, right? Metals, anything metal. I just sold. I am not sticking around for the ride. Who knows when this thing will come back, right? It will take a very, very long while, and most likely, in my opinion, it will probably hit every economy. I'm not going to say the U.S. economy, Canadian economy, or Western economy, or any other. I'm going to say it will hit the entire global economy pretty hard in 6 months. That's what I think, because right now, they're just coming out with this, and everybody's freaking out, right? And from what I remember, I made a video about 2008. Right? And I was in university back then. I didn't know jack shit. I gotta be honest with you. Back then, I didn't know anything. If you saw me in university, I wasn't into money. I wasn't into stocks. I was busy playing video games. And I realized that, hey, life is like a video game. And you could either be, really high level character, or you could be a low level character. So I started studying the markets. And yeah, I mean, even though it took a really long while, but I think it's happening again. In 2008, I can feel it, but I don't think it's exactly there. I made a video about what it was like in 2008 if you were too young or don't remember or didn't really care, right? A lot of people didn't really care, to be honest, in 2008. But I had a really hard time in 2008 because my family was poor, so I remember it. But I don't know if we're at that point yet. So check out that video. I didn't upload it yet, but I will upload it soon, so subscribe to the channel. So that's when I think is the best time to buy, because gold dropped by $200 that time, or $300, right? So that means that stocks should go down, and I don't mean by any stocks. Well, the entire stock market, including the gold stocks. Now, I don't know if that already happened like last week, right? Because it was a pretty severe drop. but the gold only went down by $100, right? Or not $100, yeah, around $100, $70, right? So I don't know if there's more to come, but you can check out that video. Also, I made a video about how gold will probably go to $5,000, and I made a pretty rational reason, even though I know about the history and stuff like that, but all I went over was how many fold it went up during the crisis. And, you know, it to hit 5,000, especially in Canadian dollars. I don't know about US dollar. I think US dollar you need about 3x, right? And most of the other ones went up by 10x and 5x or 6x. So in order to get to 5,000, all gold needs to do is do 2x or 2.5x. So why wouldn't it do 2.5x? So that was my rational reason. I had all the charts and everything, so you can check that one out. But today, damn, I mean, my stocks went up like crazy, and some of them fell back down, obviously, and luckily I sold them, especially the oil stocks. I was just like, I'm not sticking around for this anymore. You know, I'm in Canada. Of course, I buy oil energy stocks to support, you know, the Canadian economy a bit. But the oil got crushed. Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much crushed. And every other market got crushed, even the banks. And it was crazy. The only thing that was up was gold. And nobody is talking about gold. It's like everybody is like, you know, where should we put our money? I'm like, dude, you know, don't you see, like, the only market that is up is gold? Even Bitcoin was down. I was watching Bitcoin the entire day, right? And it was going down, and it closed negative today too. It didn't even close positive, just like the Dow. At least the Dow went up, right? I mean, Dow went up like douche, and then after it just fell back down like a lot. But Bitcoin, all I remember, as far as when I was looking at it, it has been down the whole day. So, anyways, I mean, gold was up today. Obviously, it was a good day, but you probably think I'd be selling, but no. I mean, I don't think I'd be selling. I was actually trying to buy some of the stocks because one of the stocks, I'm going to talk about that one, and I won't tell you which one it was, but on Friday, it fell to about $5.85. That's when I bought in. Today it shot up to $7. Not that it made like, you know, 100% right back, right? But, you know, it shot up to $7. Actually, $7.28. It shot up to $7.28. And I was trying to buy in, right? And I was thinking, I'll put $7 in. And then I kept on going up to $7.40. And then by the end of the day, I had an order, right? About, you know, for it at $7. I thought I wasn't gonna make it because $7.40 to get to $7 is a pretty huge drop, right? So by the end of the day, I fell asleep, unfortunately, back then. But by the end of the day, when I woke up, right, the order was filled, and then it ended off about $6.95, which I'm really happy about because I think that stock will still continue to go up. So, you know, the gold stocks are still trying to rebound. They're losing some, they're gaining some, and if you pick the right numbers, you might be able to get in. But a lot of the other stocks are just way too high for me to get in anymore. I'm just like, forget it. I mean, I'm not buying this thing. This one was like $25. Now it's like $29. I'd rather buy some of the other stocks. So that's what I'm doing because I do not know if this is over. It might continue to go down because in one of my other videos that I did not post yet that I was mentioning gold, right? Or the year 2008 rather. So what happened with check out those videos out. But what I remember saying was that there was a blip, right? So it went down about $80, $70 during 2008 or 2007 to 2008. And then there's a bump. And I feel that's the bump right now. And then it actually went down by $100. So I'm anticipating, not that I'm saying all of the stock market plays the same, but if there is that bump, if the bump is right now, that means there should be another fall, about $100 to $200. It might even be $300. And that's when I really want to get in, like, with everything. And I want some dry powder on that because just in case. But it's not like I sold my gold stocks or my mining stocks or my royalty stocks or silver stocks. I kept them. I'm just like, I think by the end of this, which should be November during the elections, right? I really, really believe by the November during the elections, most of the stocks will double. That's what I believe, but I could be completely wrong. Who knows? I mean, it might even triple. by the end of the year. Who knows, right? But I believe that it will double by November. So I'm just keeping them. I don't feel like trading them. Who knows that what will happen, right? I know the end game. And I give myself, I'm not like some of the other guys like Peter Schiff. Like, he knows the end game, right? And the end game might be like 5 years from now. But at least I give myself a shorter distance by November. So I know by November, some of the stocks will pretty much double. And I want to keep it to by November, and I'll make that decision then. Because right now, I feel like everybody's scrambling, trying to figure out what's going to happen with the COVID-19. The virus, it's not going to go away anytime soon. Unfortunately, the infection rate is really high, apparently. I mean, that's what they say about the numbers. I'm not a health professional, but I'm looking at the number. That's how it is, and that's how I'm evaluating. I mean, how do I know? I do not even study health that much, so I don't know, but I'm looking at the numbers, especially in Korea, Italy, Iran, and even in my city, and even in Canada. Some of the infection rates are going up. And this thing, I don't know how there's no vaccine. That's all I know. And some people are saying, oh, there's a vaccine. No, they're trying to make their stocks go up. That's why they're telling you that there's a vaccine. But other than that, as far as I know, there is nothing. And I don't want to play the game where guessing and stuff like that. At least I know that the gold mining, silver stocks will go up. So I am just in that market right now. We will see what happens afterwards. But yeah, today was a crazy, crazy day, and I think by the end of this, everything will get a lot worse. Because the thing is, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the virus halted the entire cities in China, and they made an article how the smog has cleared in China. And you're thinking, what do you mean by smog? Well, the thing is, because of all the factory, and because they're manufacturing things for everybody in the world, right? So they have a lot of factories on ground, on planet Earth, right? In China, on the land in China. And there's these smoke that goes up, right? And then what happened then is that because they're manufacturing constantly, the smog kind of fills the city, and then it's really polluted and everything. So now that because that the virus is there, they had to shut down the factory. And what happened when the factory is gone? The factory is gone, then the smog is gone. So when the factory is gone and the smog is gone, that means that people are not working. And if people are not working and making stuff, then how are people supposed to buy stuff, right? And that means the Chinese economy is going to slow, and it means that every other economy is going to slow, because now everybody is freaking out. And I don't know how the virus will play out. Obviously, I have no clue how the virus will play out, and I don't think anybody knows how the virus will play out. But imagine this panic, because people are panicking to buy stuff now, right? So it is very, very crazy right now, and I don't want to stick along for the ride, especially in some of the other stocks, because I'm worried it will be like 2008 again. And then what will happen there is they will stimulate the economy, and we all know what happens then, right? So anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video, because it was such a crazy day. I was going to post the other videos that I made, which is about how gold, I feel, will go to 5,000 Canadian. I give a really rational reason. And I made a video on 2008 and what it was like, because I'm going to look for that, right, this time around. Because at least this time around, I'm a grown-up, and I'm not, like, stupid, right? So, at least I'm a grown-up, and I know what to look for, and then I will try to potentially make more money from it. Unfortunately, it is a really bad time for everybody else. I am not going to say, hey, this is going to be fun, right? I'm going to say, this is going to be painful for a lot of people that do not prepare for it. I know a lot of older people, they're looking at me, and they're thinking I'm crazy. And I'm like, dude, it's already happening. Are you blind? Like, literally, it is happening before their eyes, and it has happened not only now. It happened in 1990, or 1990, and it happened in year 2000. It happened in year 2008. But somehow, some of these older folks, I guess it might be because they don't know English that well. Most of them that I talk to, even if they know, it's not as well, I guess. And they're not into investing. So it happened in 1990, in the year 2000, and in the year 2008, right? And now it's 2020. So, you know, I don't get how they don't see this, but a lot of them during that time got fired, and they actually don't know why they got fired. That's the funny thing. And when it happens, a lot of people will get fired, and it will be very bad on your family. It will be bad on your relationship. It will be bad on your friend's relationship. And I don't mean your friend's girlfriend. I mean you and your friend's relationship. So you got to prepare. And that's why I'm making this video and kind of letting you guys know for those that want to listen. But other than that, I think this is just the beginning, and it will probably get worse. I don't know about the stock market, but I know that by November, most of my stocks will probably double. I could be completely wrong, but I will come back in November, and then I will verify what happened. And you can always follow my channel to see that as well. But anyways, that's all for now in this video. I just made this video because today was one crazy day. Even though, you know, my portfolio did pretty well for one day, obviously. I mean, you know, it's not like there's a lot of money in there, but it did pretty well. So anyways, that's all. Hopefully you guys are watching that market as well, because a lot of the other CNBC news channel aren't mainstream news channel aren't covering it. Nobody, as far as I know, every market went down except gold, but nobody talked about gold.